Hello Capricorn, it's me Alex, and I'm here to bring you guys your bonus reading. You guys just edged out Virgo, so I am here with the bonus reading. Let's see what God Angels Universe has for you, Capricorn. Judgment. You know, right out the gate when I see these cards, I'm feeling like you held your ground about something. I feel like you communicated your needs, wants, and desires. This almost even feels like an ultimatum, right? And I feel like you got what you wanted. I feel like you got this brand new beginning. Some of you might have finally walked away from a situation that wasn't serving you. I feel like for some of you guys, you might have gotten an aha moment, right? That moment of clarity where you were like, you know what, this is not working out for me. You know, I could do better. And you kind of left or walked away from a situation. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles represents single life, right? Being abundant, you know, having time, energy to spread around. And yeah, look at that. It was a struggle. It was hard for you to walk away, but I feel like for some of you guys, you didn't. And by the way, if it wasn't walked away, I'm also getting to is almost like you let something go, right? Maybe there was an issue at home, something that really was bothering you. I also kind of feel like there was some sort of emotional discontent that you was like, you know what? All right, I'm just going to let it go. Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles feels like you've been holding on to it for a while. And I feel like you felt like whatever this was that you were harboring wasn't serving you any purpose. So it was just like, you know what? All right, I'm going to let go. I'm going to move on. This kind of feels like it may have to do with your status, your marital status. Like some of you guys, I feel like you might have walked away from a person, a relationship, or a job. And it's almost like, you know, this decision, I feel like, number one, it was best for you. Number two, I feel like while making the decision, you put yourself first. Like, yeah, what is best for me? This could have had to do with a baby mama, baby daddy. Right? When I see the King of Swords and the Empress, it just kind of feels like, it feels like an ultimatum. The Magician and the Page of Wands. This is weird because if this is a loving relationship, it was almost like you walked away from something that was toxic. But I feel also too, what might have helped you walk away was the fact that you had somebody who you were already speaking with, or somebody who just lit your fire. Five of Cups and also the Fool card. This wasn't an easy decision, right? This feels irreparable. And what that means is whatever it is that you walked away from, you just weren't getting anywhere. You weren't making any progress. You were at like a stalemate with whatever this situation was. I also feel like with that Eight of Cups and the Five of Wands, right? The Five of Wands representing, you know, kind of bumping heads. Angels are saying to me, continuously bumping heads. So whether this was your boss, your wife, your husband, your kid's mother, kid's father, whatever this issue was, you guys, I mean, the world could have ended and y'all still wouldn't have resolved this issue. So I feel like somebody was like the bigger person, the more intelligent person, the more logical person. And they were like, you know what? We keep winding up in this stalemate energy and it's time to let this go because this is holding us back. I also kind of feel like somebody in this situation was being immature. And I feel like maybe you were expecting them to handle this, you know, in a mature fashion. You know, that's a divine feminine there, right? Especially with the Judgment here. You were expecting them to, you know, kind of handle this a little better, but it kind of feels like as time went on, they kept being immature. So you was like, you know what? I'm not fooling with you no more. I'm going to go on and walk away. Yeah, it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt you. Angels just also said to me too, especially with this Five of Cups. I feel like there was some situation in the past that could have hurt your feelings. You don't have closure on, but it's almost like you're just going to have to let it go and maybe start anew, start fresh. Angels just also said to me too, they showed me the image of, I guess, two ships passing each other in the night, which kind of says to me that you guys had your own point of view. They were very different. You guys could not come to the middle. You could not meet in the middle to see the other person's point of view. It's almost like no matter how many times you try to explain yourself or your position to this person, Capricorn, it was like they were deaf, right? It fell on deaf ears. So what else do you have for Cap? Yeah, I feel like that was the only way to finalize whatever this situation was, because that Fool card is the first card in the tarot. It's labeled as 0 because he doesn't know anything. It's starting fresh and new. It is wiping the slate clear and clean. High Priestess. Now the High Priestess with Mars. Wow. You got double water right here, right? Because this is Cancer and Scorpio is there with Aries. Yeah, I feel like towards the end of this, you really had to put yourself first. You really had to, you know, just kind of say to yourself what's best for me. And of course, with the High Priestess, I feel like, yeah, you had to kind of go within. You had to do some, you know, some really, really deep soul searching to figure out what's really best for you, especially in this situation. Because Capricorn, you are kind of stubborn, right? You will argue a point until somebody passes out, and it ain't going to be you. But this situation, I kind of feel like you might have been the person who threw in the towel, and it could have been because dispute after dispute after dispute, you weren't getting anywhere. Four of Pentacles kind of says to me, somebody was just stuck. They were just stuck. They were not being flexible, and somebody had to call it. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like you had to wrap this situation up, maybe conclude to or get your own closure, conclude it on your own terms in order to save this. Whatever this situation was, it was pretty much long term. Angels just said, talk to them about their career. It could have been, and this is an example, right? Like, say, for instance, you know, somebody accused you of violating the code of ethics at work, right? And you fought it, you disputed it, and you kept going back and forth with HR, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then you said to yourself, you know what? This is not even worth it anymore. Whatever has happened, happened. And you know what? I'm going to decide to leave this department, leave this group, leave this company, so that my career can continue to flourish. Nice. Yes, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it was the only way you guys were going to be able to progress and move on. Yeah, Two of Cups. It was the only way that you could salvage this relationship was to, I don't want to use the term give in, but Angel said, okay, for Capricorn, just use something like put it to bed or put it to rest. Ooh, Page of Cups with the Page of Wands. Yeah, you guys were on two different pages. I feel like one of you guys was being completely egotistical, and then the other one was being completely emotional. But here's the thing. Let's bring this down to like 5,000 feet, as in narrow it down, make it more subjective. I feel like if this was a personal relationship and you just had to walk away from something, you have two new options coming in. You are going to have to choose between two additional people. It could be the current person that you're considering walking away from, or a new person, or another way to say that is your past person or a new person. Justice, yeah. You have to decide, and Capricorn, I would say to you, do not make a decision while you are emotional, especially when you are hurt emotionally. Okay? Give yourself some time to recover before making a final decision. You got decision here and you also have decision here. Here's a new beginning. Here's the universe saying, okay, shift, move on. But I feel like whatever this situation was, whomever this person was, they were significant to you, right? Because I feel like in order for you to have deliberated this long, this situation mattered. Okay. And I also think that's why you're hurt as well, because it mattered. It mattered to you. Angels are also saying too, with this Libra card, the Justice card, for some of you, you may feel like you're owed an apology, and the person that you were dealing with were too stubborn to apologize. The angels just also said to me too, flip it, as in you're the person who may need to apologize, or somebody wanted an apology from you. You refused to do it because you refused to think, because you didn't think you did anything wrong. And angels just said, and that was the issue here. That was I feel like this entire issue was based on principle. Your principle and your person's principle. You guys could not meet in the middle. You could not meet in the middle. It was endless disputes until somebody said, you know what? And angels are also saying too, the endless disputes were buried in deep emotion. So somebody had to call it. Somebody had to be on their logical side and said, you know what? We got to stop this crap. Okay? Because I'm starting to not like you. You know what I mean? As in, the longer we fight, the longer we bicker, they're starting to affect my feelings for you. So that was a part again where you had to call it in order to save the relationship or save your feelings for this person. And there's the relationship right there with the Two of Cups. But angels are also saying to me too, while you guys were at odds, you did meet somebody else. Or if you decided to fully walk away from this, like you guys decided to take a break, to separate momentarily, temporarily, you are going to meet somebody else. And I feel like this new person coming in is coming in to give you what you feel you deserve from this person. So as an example, if they didn't feel like, you know, your feelings mattered, like you were contributing, like, you know, you weren't doing your part, when this new person comes in, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to balance out the karma. They're going to praise you for things that you do. They're going to, you know, apologize if they're wrong and they hurt you, unlike what this previous person has done. The signs I have again is Aries and Scorpio, Cancer, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Libra. So you got Aquarius, Libra, and Taurus pretty prominent here. Aquarius, Libra, and Taurus. So air, and earth. Yeah. Look for a sign. Yeah, I feel like that's what's keeping you on your knees here, is because you feel like your person, like you feel like when you got hurt, it didn't matter to your person. Yeah. You feel like they're not validating your feelings and or emotions, and they won't apologize for it. It's almost like you got hurt in something and they just skipped over it. And then when they skipped over it, I feel like angels are saying there could have been some gaslighting where they made it feel like, oh, I didn't hurt you, you hurt yourself. Okay? Or you didn't really get hurt. Oh, you just playing the victim, right? It was almost like this person was not really understanding how you got hurt in this situation. Look at that. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, I feel like God, angels, or universe was basically saying to you, Capricorn, listen, this is a no-end situation. Do you want to spend your time continuing to argue your point to somebody who's just not seeing it? Or do you want to move on and try to salvage this thing, Judgment card, and try to start over with this person? Confirmation, yes. That was the best thing to do. Look at that. Peaceful resolution. Yeah, it was the smartest thing to do for you guys to just squash this and start over. And I apologize. I'm so sorry, Capricorn, if this is resonating with you and your feelings got hurt and they're not acknowledging, number one, that your feelings are hurt and what they did to hurt your feelings. I'm apologizing on behalf of your person, because that's a shitty situation to be in. But I do kind of feel like wherever you are right now, if you're still hurt, if you're still, you know, kind of thinking over the past, it's almost like give yourself an opportunity, right, to rebuild yourself, right? Rebuild yourself, listen to your intuition, you know, maybe going forward, instead of considering this person. Now, I'm not saying be petty. I'm not saying get selfish. I'm not saying, you know, retaliate. But I feel like maybe this situation taught you to look after yourself, right? You were probably looking after them and doing the right thing and, you know, trying to be a great person for them. And they in turn, you know, kind of maybe took your kindness for weakness, not acknowledging that. And now you're hurt and mucked up because it's like, yo, I made all of these sacrifices for you. The worst thing that you could tell somebody when you say that, oh, I made all these sacrifices, is I didn't ask you to. That's the worst thing you could say. Okay. And I feel like something like that, somebody was ungrateful here and it deeply hurt you, Capricorn. And I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. If the reading does resonate, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I love you, Cap. Bye.